P3RV3T0 and just subscribe. You wockets.
Hello, everybody. I'll be starting up in just a minute here. Good to see you. Happy Friday. Bonus stream day. I'm looking forward to it. See you shortly. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Good to see you. Hello, chat. I want to say a thank you to Nerve Toxin, by the way, for subscribing again at tier 1 for 4 months now, Nerve. That time feels like it's flown, hasn't it? 4 months already? Thank you. Good to see you. In here first, of course, was Haruru Kenshi. Ways before the stream started. Hello, Haruru, how you doing? I need to find out how I can integrate 7TV with OBS. Because I always look at the OBS chat, and I can never see the 7TV emotes. Only when you guys use them, when I have this little chat box over here on the side, can I see what you actually type. I love the chat box for it. You can make any of the emotes show up really big and you get to see them best over there, but otherwise I don't get to see them. I gotta figure that out. Yeah, there we go, like Bully McGuire there. Let's see, who else? Nerve, hello. I mean, I said hello to you for the subscription thing, but hello officially. Also, Aegon, welcome. Haru says, whoa, surprise stream. Did not see this coming. Yep, there'd be no way to know. No way for anybody to know that a stream might happen tonight. Complete surprise. Hello, Rose. Good to see you. Rose says, hi, Ricky, can't stay long today. Got a bit of homework and I have to get up early tomorrow. Oh yeah, no worries. You can be here for as long or as short a time as you want, and the VOD will always be here if you're interested in the content. Not sure if Liza P is your game or not. I know you joined during Minecraft. We'll be doing more of that soon. We were gonna have a Minecraft raid this week, but as Haruru is reminding in the comments here, it's a Lunar New Year, and a lot of my usual peeps are busy this week. So we're gonna put off that Minecraft raid and have it soon, but we're gonna be doing a raid on the Ender Dragon and then the End City to take it down and get some people elytras. That should be fun, and probably not as difficult as the last raid was, which took some time, on those ancient cities. I probably would have put ancient cities later, except they were all like right under our feet in the spawn area. But yeah, we gotta revisit the server. It's been a little time, and things have still been happening. Azeril dude, welcome, welcome. How you doing today? Tell me a white lie. Why, you want to see one of my appendages grow, Azeril dude? Hello, Boomer. How's it going, Russ? Good to see you. Doing anything fancy this weekend, anybody? You know how people can have shower thoughts? Do you think showers ever have people thoughts? I'm just saying. Nerve says, man, that feels like a lot short, but man, has it been amazing 4 months? Heirs to many more, my friend. I am hoping for many more. I've got a lot of exciting things in mind for this year. I had a lot of exciting things in mind for this last year, and I'm actually, like, to give myself credit, I hit a lot of what I was trying to get done last year. Last year we introduced Eccentropy 2.0, this one. We started a regular schedule and stuck to it. Of course, with any like part-time streaming schedule, it had to change sometimes, but the same schedule that I started with when I introduced this model is still the schedule we have these days, and it's been pretty active most weeks. I canceled stream far less times than any other previous year in 2023. I almost hit the 1,000 follower goal. That's what I'm looking for, goal. I almost hit the 1,000 follower goal by the end of the year. We hit it just after the end of the year. Very grateful, and we're already 19 past it. I'm working on the celebration, but some of the stuff has deadlines that other people are responsible for, so I don't have a whole lot of control over some of it. But we'll get a nice celebration up here one of these days soon for it. And I met a lot of cool friends. I met Pio like 9 months back, 10 months back in 2023 as well. And part of my 2023 streamer goals was to network more and find some cool new streamer friends, and that's definitely been accomplished. Aegon says, I think I've explored most of Limgrave. Nice. Actually, like, 2023 was also the the Elden Ring year, now that you mentioned Limgrave. You'd be surprised, though. You say most? Probably. But the amount of things you can find in nooks and crannies that you did not know was there and is significantly more content is surprising in Elden Ring. I've been watching a lot of Elden Ring content since I finished the game, and the amount of stuff that was just there that I didn't know about in places that I must have passed 100 times or more is crazy. Just crazy. And the game, I'm still gonna say, the game is really lazy with some things though. God dang. I just recently found out about Godefroy the Grafted. Literally just Godric again. Like, of any of the things that should have been unique bosses, the guy that specifically altered his body to be grafted a particular way had a second variant of him in the game that looked the same way. God dang, were they lazy about the bosses. Holy shoosh. Did you find him? No, I haven't played it. I don't have a lot of time to play things off stream, but I saw somebody encounter Everjail Godric, or Godefroy, and I'm like, really? Really? He just happens to look exactly like Godric, huh? It's not a species or anything like that. I guess he just, he started the trend. I don't know. Nerve says, oh, I remember that, spawning like 3 wardens and trying to punch on them. Fun times. Yeah, the ancient city was a bit much for first raid, but since it was right under our feet, I wanted to kind of like clear out some of that danger. There were people who were digging deep in areas around the spawn and just coming into ancient cities, and I'm like, okay, let's make them significantly safer. I'm sure there's still plenty of little spawners here or there in there, but a lot safer now. Aegon says, I have a family lunch on Sunday. Not much going on in my life. I've got a little bit too much going on in my life right now. But for those who weren't here toward the end of last stream when I was talking about this, we're actually not going to have any streams next week. Just a heads up. For people who have been following me for a long time, you know that every couple of months I typically go on a short hiatus to go see my girlfriend, because me and her are a distance relationship right now. So I gotta go visit, and I don't take my entire desktop computer and streaming setup with me. It's been significantly longer between visits this time, because I originally planned on going close to the holiday time, but then the whole situation with my pet Darius came up and a bunch of bills associated with it, and I had to kind of like regain my financial ground a little. But it's finally happening. So I'm going to be going out of state next week, and I will not be able to stream because I won't even have a computer with me. So that'll be a little bit of a break, kind of. I am still working during part of it, but most of it will be a break, and I'll get to see Froggy, which will be nice. So keep that in mind. I will not be here next week, but I will come back with a vengeance the week after. Azrael says, you focus on yourself to the point sometimes you echo yourself. What do you mean, Azrael, dude? What do you mean? Nerve says, just hanging out with the girlfriend this weekend, so that's going to be pretty fun. Oh! Imagine that being a statement right after what I was just talking about. So we're both going to be hanging out with girlfriends soon, Nerve. That's good. Azrael says, unless you're taking a shower to go to either work or just to go out. Oh, I see. We're on the shower topic. That makes a little bit more sense. Azrael and Haruru says, I like to theorize that the similar bosses, but with different names, are just from different timeline loops that got their way into the current loop, lore-wise at least. Yeah, I had some serious theories about different variants of the world. Like different timelines or different verses or two different, at least like two different adjacent worlds as I was playing the game. I haven't seen a lot of lore to back that up as I left the game, and when I brought that up with Muttmelon when we were talking lore, he didn't really seem to grasp onto that idea too much. But like there was a lot of things in there that insinuated, because we always had like the spirit versions of things, right? We had like Spirit Loretta, and then proper Loretta was at the Halig Tree. And even the Halig Tree area seemed to be like this weird, like secondary Erd tree kind of situation that had been like rotted and held down with like a secondary Lanedell type area around it, where the Erd tree flourished. And my mind just kept thinking about like, wouldn't it be cool if there was this secondary world where the Halig Tree is the one that was flourishing, and the whole like dynasty, the Empyrean or whatever dynasty there on the Halig Tree end was the one that was in power, and like maybe Millennia was a queen, or you just had Michaela in charge of everything, and Marika was like the beaten down one, like Millennia was in the rotted Erd tree, or perhaps the shadow of the Erd tree. But I don't know. I mean, there was a lot of like copies of things, right? There was Estelle. What was it? Estelle first was it firstborn of the cosmos or something, and then Estelle, dark stars, something like that. There were two Estelles, specifically with the name like Estelle, and it, like the item descriptions regarding Estelle sounded like Estelle was not the name of the creature, not the name of the species rather, but like a proper name for the creature that had attacked Nokron and stuff like that. So it didn't seem like there should be two of them. So there was like a lot of duplicate things. Usually one was a spirit form and one was a real form. And it seemed like some areas that really kind of mirrored each other. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if there was a second timeline or a second world, but I'm not sure that the lore currently supports that. Maybe. That's what I was thinking, anyway. Let's see. Did I miss anything here? Let me see. Oh, I think I caught it. All right, I'm gonna actually pause our lo-fi, and I'm gonna load up Lies of P now, because it's very easy to continue to talk while we play this game. And I am quite tired. This week has been a hard work week. I'm eepy. You know, I just had my dinner. Train Chan in the background says hello. I just had my dinner. And I'm going into digestion mode, and it's been a long day of work and not that much sleep, so I'm starting to get heavy eyelids. I need some Lies of P to wake me up. I need to struggle a little bit. Gotta say, Lies of P is actually providing me more of the Souls experience right out of the box than Elden Ring had. I do like Elden Ring. Elden Ring's got a lot of really nice points to it. And it definitely beats Lies of P in quite a few aspects. But I might be enjoying Lies of P more. Is that like a horrendous thing to say? Is that slanderous? Because I know Elden Ring is like the game everybody compared everything to last year, because Elden Ring was huge and polished and was what like a lot of people wanted in a game for a really long time. It's not exactly a disappointing game. But I just feel like this is more of the Souls experience, you know? I'm not sure that open world really benefited Souls. I like some exploration, but like with how open Elden Ring was, it was way too easy to become unbalanced from the enemies. If you were even a little bit thorough, like the game was already a little bit easier than the Souls games, but if you were even a little bit thorough, you started outscaling the enemies so fast. Like none of the major bosses really felt like that much of a threat later in the game, except for Millennia, of course. She's basically the exception to every a fight-related complaint in Elden Ring. Millennia was a good proper boss. But I don't know. I got a lot of complaints about Elden Ring. I don't have that many complaints about Lies of P. Did I already use my quartz? I think I did. I'm trying to reorient myself. There are a lot of things to focus on in this game. Okay, so we had... Oh yeah, there's another Legion. I should upgrade my arm, I guess. That's one thing. Also, we gave the cure to her. I wonder if she's got anything new to say yet. Hello, Altair. Welcome, welcome.
Oh, it's you.
Oh, this is new. Okay.
I've been in
Alright.
such a good mood all day. I have a feeling I'll be in better shape in no time. Oh, and you better not underestimate me just because I'm not as spry as I used to be. I know you and Polendina are up to something.
Yeah. True, we are.
Still, I haven't felt this happy in a while. Only kind
In a
people
while.
give others this sort of happiness. I always treasure a day like today. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, I was wondering before if the voice acting, like the lip sync wasn't fitting because the original was in Korean. But I have a feeling it's just lip flap. Like, I was watching her lips move there, and during every single pause, which, you know, there had to be some pauses in there, I think, she just continued to lip flap constantly, and it didn't really look like it would mouth to words. So maybe they didn't really go for a sync in this so much as just like a talking animation. Nene! Hello, how you doing? Haruru says, Elden Ring's game design was new to the Souls series, so they might polish it more for an Elden Ring sequel, probably, or the DLC that's coming soon. Yeah, coming soon trademark. We'll see. We'll see when we'll hear about it. I am definitely, like, looking for Shadow of the Erd Tree, and you better believe I'm gonna probably drop whatever I'm in the middle of to start playing the DLC when it comes out. Because I made a point of saying I want to try and be a little bit more trendy with some things, especially if I'm interested in them. And Elden Ring DLC is definitely in the category of I am interested. So I'll definitely be dropping things to play that. I mean, not dropping them for good, just basically putting them on hiatus to play Elden Ring DLC when it comes out. Hopefully it lives up to the hype. It is a very overhyped thing right now. But if anybody could pull it off, it could be From Software. What's up, gamer? Have you... I forget if I've asked you this yet, Nini, but have you played any of Lies of P yet?
Much. You asked me.
Are you a Souls gamer? I'm just gonna activate my P organ here for a minute. Don't worry about me. Oh yeah, we're working toward the perfect guard thing. We gotta get 2 more quartz so I can get that. That seems really cool. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I feel like I've been getting pretty good with the perfect guards. Like, try number 3 on Victor, the last boss that we fought. I was already guarding a lot of his moves pretty well. I think it was try number 3, somewhere around there. Actually, let me go grab the gold coin fruit while I'm here, because otherwise I'm just gonna lose time on this thing. I don't know how valuable this fruit will be to me, but because it's got real world time associated with it, I probably ought to snatch it up once I'm here. There we go. You haven't played it yet, okay. You do like Souls games, but you're not in a Souls mode this season. That's fair. Lies of P has got to be my favorite Souls-like that I've played that hasn't been made by From Software, and it definitely already beats a number of From Software ones. Based on my Sekiro experience so far, this is way better. Although I am planning on giving Sekiro another chance at some point, so we'll see if I feel that later. Way better than Dark Souls 2. Probably better than Dark Souls 1, but that's a little tough to say. Largely just because Dark Souls 1 hasn't aged gameplay-wise very well. But if we're considering Dark Souls 1 within its own time against this, that's a little different. But yeah, this one's been pretty good. I'm trying out a new weapon today. I've been kind of stuck on one weapon for most of the game, and this is going to be a very different playstyle. So I'm wondering if I'm going to struggle now. It will be a self-induced struggle, but that's usually what I have to do in Souls games these days, because I like the trying and dying experience.
You're a worthy hunter, and it is worthy.
Okay, he's got nothing new to say after I talked to you, Jenny. I like the trying and dying experience, and I just don't get that as much if I try to, like, put my all into a game anymore. That sounds super braggy, but, like, I had a pretty easy time with Elden Ring, for example. And Elden Ring, I withheld so much on myself. Like, I didn't allow myself to use resin. I didn't allow myself to use the summoning bell or summoning other players. I really just played, like, bonk. And then when I realized that the jump R2 bonk was too overpowered, I switched to I switched to a dex weapon, which is a playstyle I don't play as often. And I still just wiped everything. If I played Elden Ring just utilizing all of the tools available to me, I probably would have felt really disappointed with it. So I like to have a little bit more of the challenges in it. And I feel like Liza P has legitimately given me some challenge. It hasn't been like super duper tough, but there's been a few bosses I've gotten stuck at for a while. As a comparison, by the way, this right here, my +7 rapier, is what I've been playing the entire game with. It's fast. You can do this little like stab backstep thing. It's lighter, so I can roll around faster. I can hit a lot more times per stamina. I've just switched now to this big clunky +3 weapon that starts off basically as a rather sharp rock. So I'm gonna be a little clumsy here for a bit, probably. But again, you know, gotta get the challenge back. I was starting to wipe things out a little too quick with my rapier. Like last boss, Victor, I feel like he ought to have given me a little bit of a harder time than he did. First time I got him to his phase 2, I beat him. I don't think that's right. Okay, so Explodey Dog is up there. Yeah, this is so slow. I don't really know the best counter for the Explodey Dogs. The one-shots, though, do feel good. Oh, God. Okay, a little too slow. Command. Clunky weapon, but fun to hit things with. Crescent Moonstone. Just don't throw any particularly challenging enemies at me for a little while here. Let me build it up. Bet this weapon's not gonna stick for long? Probably. It seems like this game is really designed around a fast weapon. I mean, honestly, this character really doesn't look like he'd be carrying a big weapon either, if we're gonna be honest. I don't see Pinocchio as the strength type. Whoa! Okay. We've got a cannon. Oh, and it destroys my cover. Dodge. At least it destroys my enemies, too. Oh, there was an item in there, though. Okay. Here, break this one too. Yeah. Oh, no item in that one, huh? You're de-incentivizing me. Oh God, it's a corruption lake. Get out. Yeah, this weapon is like a particularly slow greatsword. I'm not sure it fits the game's style super well. Definitely very different from the rapier that I was using. Here, shoot this. Do I get something out of this? No? Anything else I can get items out of? Now that I know I can, I have to. Really? You're gonna not stagger? You're gonna not stagger when being hit by this? Maybe that's a slight complaint I have with this game, is that a lot more enemies don't stagger than you would have in Dark Souls. And sometimes it doesn't make sense. Like in Dark Souls, if it's this big giant enemy you're hitting, you kind of expect it not to stagger. But in this, sometimes you have like a little girl doll or something like that. And you'll hit them with a greatsword and they don't flinch. Half moonstone. I'm looking for a full moonstone, I think. God. This area's a little rough. I feel so slow. Come here. I thought I had a little bit more range on that. Oh god, the stamina. Oh, yeah, geez. I'm really suffering from the end lag on these attack animations. I can't dodge out of there. And my weapon is damaged. Did I get corrupted too? I know I got electric shock. Remember what its Fable Arts did? Yeah, I pressed the triangle with the rapier in mind, forgetting that this one just lets me attack faster. So I tried to use it as an attack, and it is not an attack. Explosion dog! Hello, sir. God, I can't even do a second swing. He staggered after the first. I tried to just like tap R1 again, and the second swing was so slow that he got to recover from his flinch and then attack me before it went off. I think you might be right, Haruru. This weapon may not stick for long. It's cool looking though, and it's a cool concept. I like the idea that it gets like a little bit faster. Ooh, hello, sir. As you attack. I like unlocking it by attacking. So you guys see this little like crystalline blade it's got here? It's normally just a rock, like this. But as you attack, it starts to break off pieces of the rock a little bit more and become lighter and I think stronger and faster. So it's like, it really benefits successive attacking. And I thought, hey, that might be cool for this game because this game has a rally mechanic like Bloodborne, where you can get back some of your health after you get hit, as long as you block it, that is. Live Puppet's axe blade and Live Puppet's axe handle. Whoa! We got ourselves a Monster Hunter size weapon. If we wanted to get even slower than our current weapon, actually I'm not sure this is slower. We want to get even more ridiculous than our current weapon. And we got an alternative here now. That one's nice though because it's the blade and handle, as opposed to my current weapon, so I can actually mix it up. Whee! I probably ought to have used Victor's boss soul to create the amulet that makes successive attacks better, as opposed to the sword, so that I could use that sort of thing more flexibly, but I don't know. The sword was calling out to me. I wanted to try it. I had to get away from just using the rapier for everything. Gotta do a little bit of experimenting, you know? Where is my path forward here? I see an item over there. Oh, probably there. Okay. Let's go grab the item. I don't know how I missed all these items while I was up there. I don't really want to be corrupted if I can help it. Is that standable ground over there? I think so. Yeah. Any cool items? Oh, okay. Well, that's probably the way to proceed forward then. And up here is just overlooking it. Hello, sir. Oh, wow. Even you can outpace me? Also, you got me stuck in a little hole. I was trying to dodge left and right, but I couldn't move. He had me stuck in place. And was faster than me, which is embarrassing, because those are one of the slowest enemies I've encountered. But they're apparently faster than this sword. I'm definitely not having any buyer's regrets or anything about having just leveled this sword up a bunch last time. I wonder if the cannon will be back. Oh god. Is your fireman down there? Yippee! No. Okay. I was not gonna get another swing out that fast. Running is a decent tactic, apparently. It is tempting. I mean, it is like satisfying to do the one hits on these things. When I can time them up, it is satisfying. The weapon doesn't have nearly as much range as I would have thought it had, though. Like, this looks like it should have some pretty crazy range. But it does not. Ow, ow. I didn't see that at all. I was even looking at the ground. Okay, so I don't think the cannon is back. Good news. So let's go get our revenge. Corruption Legion magazine. Alright, sir. Revenge. Explodey time. I guess the problem, like, this is a cool mechanic on this weapon. But the problem is, it's so slow, and enemies are far apart, and the effect on the weapon is so short-lived that you seldom fully unlock the weapon, and then you defeat one enemy and it locks back up. Because it just doesn't last. I mean, I'm sure that you can, there's like some cheesy playstyle like this, just using R2s to constantly stagger things. Oh god. Maybe run R2s, not... Yeah, seems like I can sprint R2 this guy constantly. Yeah, so there's some cheesy tactics if you want to unga bunga with this thing. It's probably a good boss weapon for some bosses. As long as it's not a particularly fast boss, you'll be hitting that boss enough that you'll benefit more from like the repetitive attack bonuses on it. It's my guess. Did you guys hear that big scary sound, by the way, as I entered this section? Because I sure did. Something roared. Hi?
Wow. So they do exist. Other puppets like me not bound by the Grand Covenant.
Oh.
I thought
Okay.
I was forever alone. Without the Covenant, my kind hates me. Monsters, humans, puppets. They all hate me. But I want to be friends with humans.
Not with monsters and puppets,
If I
though.
learn how to feel, would that be possible? If you tell me how, I'll return the favor. I want to learn how to feel.
What, if I tell you how you'll return the favor, what's that supposed to mean? If I tell you how to feel, you'll tell me how to feel? That's not very helpful to me, is it? Guru says, the weapon totally needs you to respec your whole character, focus on Fable Arts so you can spam it to keep the attack speed. Oh. That sounds like a cool gameplay, but maybe not for like the first time through.
What have you come to tell me?
Teach how to clap. Okay.
Clapping is the mimicry of a joyful heart. It's good to feel alive. Thanks.
Attribute, resistance, ampule, okay.
Hello, my only friend. What have you come to tell me?
I'll be back. Alright, I taught him how to clap. Interesting. One's in the chat if I should stick with this weapon for now a little longer. Two's in the chat if I should go back to the rapier. Gotta teach the puppet. Will do. Will do. A 3 doesn't mean anything. 3 is three's the same as saying nothing. Hey Froggy, how's it going? A vote for nothing, I suppose, is a vote for keeping the build that I've already got. Oh, what do we get? A cannon number 2 over here? Want to see me try the axe? What, the puppet one that I just got? The even slower weapon? Shoot the box, would you? I think there might be a... I think there might be a butterfly in here. Okay, Puppet of the Future. You're not so bad. I don't know about when I'm taking, like, back shots, but normally you're not so bad. Well, that shot hurt. That one hurt. I am liking the damage of this thing against that boss, though. Did you see that? I mean, it's a mini boss, of course. Did you see how much the health bar was going down on that every time I hit it? That's kind of nice feeling. That's very different from the rapier. God, this cannon is annoying. I wonder what it would take to take that down before I fought the boss. Hey, hurry up. Hurry up. Shoot me. Hurry up, shoot me. Please. Okay. Oh, we got the little guy here. Okay. Yeah, fighting this guy with the cannon in the background kind of sucks a little bit. Yeah, cannon. A quartz! Nice. Did I miss the butterfly? No, it's around here somewhere. Okay. It seems like... Oh, it's somewhere here. Oh, there it is. Really? Dark Moon, Moonstone of the Covenant, alright. God, we got a second guy, huh? Over here. It's so odd to play with the screen zoomed out like this, like it does every time there's a boss. I mean, I kind of like that it does that, but it's still kind of awkward. I don't know if I've got the heals to fight this other boss while the cannon's going after me. Okay. I guess we'll try it. We don't have a lot to lose. Dedge. The cannon was dealing the damage mostly, though. I was looking for my attack damage. My attack was doing a lot. I mean, at least compared to the rapier. I remember trying to fight one of those guys with a rapier. And they seem to like to stand in corruption, now that I think about it. It's a little annoying that these boxes come back. I didn't realize they did that, because I thought, oh, if I die here, I've still gotten rid of most of the boxes. So I'll, like, know what to go back and kill next time. You gonna fire? Am I outside of your range? Alright, so I think I haven't broke that box, and maybe the one that's a little closer over there, I haven't broken that either. This is a very Bloodborne area. I don't remember the name of the woods that I'm thinking of. It's not far after Hemwick. But it reminds me a lot of this. Man, we got a lot of the flutterbys around here, huh? Where have you gone? You a teleporter. You over here? Nope. Gone back onto the mainland? Nope. I run every single direction except for the one that you went. Mr. Purple. Oh God. Do I have a status on me or something that reduces how much my flasks heal? Because I got very little health back from that flask I took a minute ago. That, I guess that purple butterfly just left, huh? I thought they were the type to teleport around, so it would be somewhere else nearby. But I don't see it. Come on, shoot me. You know where I am. Okay. Yeah, I gotta be attacking this foot. It lifts up significantly less often. Oh, you really had to lift up when the bullet was coming? Clever girl. God, where is my stamina? I'm like standing there not attacking and my stamina's all gone. Hello, stamina? Okay. Is there like a negative stamina in this or something like that? Can you dig into negatives? That must be what it is. Because when I was attacking with this weapon when I was low on stamina, it seemed to have like a long waiting time before stamina came back. I wonder if I can practice that here. So if I... Are you gonna shoot at me? No. So if I swing this once... Okay, it's gonna matter more on the big ones. Let me see if I can get this near low and then do this. Yeah, that had a that had a long wait time. I think there's a negative stamina reserve. Ouch. I think at least one other one of the Souls games had that in it. So that's not entirely without precedent. Ooh, butterfly. Why is this place so rich in butterflies? Ooh, there's a red one. Speedy. I can't run through this stuff. Motivity crank. So I gotta find that purple one again. I don't know if he just teleported around the region, like, heavily. Or if he just teleports once and he's gone. Oh God, we're corrupted. I think that just means we're dead. At least dead if I don't do enough damage to something to be able to get another heal real quick. Let's see. Okay, that's a gate. That's not helpful right now. Listen, I want an enemy now. You were so happy to throw enemies at me. Give me something to help me heal. No? Hey, there's somebody. I don't know if I can hit him enough to heal, though. Yeah, definitely not. Oh well. Guess I'll go stand over here. So at least I'm right next to the bonfire. I know I do have consumable items that will just like get rid of corruption and things like that. I'm probably never gonna use those. That's just the gamer logic of like, I'm gonna have some point in the game where I really want to make sure I have a bunch of them. You know, that's what my mind says. So I have to restrict myself from using them at all to save them for the important time that will probably never come. That happens with the vast majority of my items in RPG style games. So I'm aware that I've got them, but I might as well not have them, you know? Nothing's gonna come of it. 99 potions at the final boss, yep. Denied. Just like these Fable catalysts. Like, who actually uses a Fable catalyst, am I right? Yeah, this thing's not bad when it's faster, but it's not faster very often. God, I'm just picking up random sharp pipes and things. I guess I am in a junkyard. I shouldn't assume that the rewards are gonna be any better. Where is this butterfly, man? Hello? Balance crank. Alright, go away, corruption. What does balance crank do, I wonder? Just even out the motivity and whatever strength is called? Oh no, strength is motivity. Motivity and technique. Let's see. Where would I be if I were a crank? Right here, okay. A crank that changes the weapon's properties. It restores a weapon's handle to... Oh, it restores their previous properties, okay. It's my shriving stone. Gotcha. I thought it just kind of like brought strength and technique close together. It's like the quality one. I think for this weapon, yeah, you're definitely right. A respec would be in order. Not only to match the ooh, fancy Vanini collection, nice. Not only to match the scaling requirements on it, but also to get like more Fable and more stamina. Focus a little bit on stamina recovery. Because this is a stamina eater. At least if you want to do charged attacks. Which I'm also not built around either. I did not notice whether or not you could reset your P organ. I think you can. I think that's one of the things you could do with the statue. So you could spend your quartz differently. That's kind of useful. That's one of those things I'm concerned about doing wrong. But I don't know if that would just give you back your quartz, or if it will also give you back everything that you spent on the individual slots. Which is an important differentiator. Bear traps. Let's not have a Resident Evil 4 moment. Manny!
Infinity just subscribed. Have I really been here for this long?
27 months. Even longer, I think you have, Manny. Even longer. Exclamation point. Follow age would probably show longer. How you doing, Manny? Good to see you. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Actually, Prime, even. We'll get that Bezos sub in here. They have taken over the post. Beware of the rocks when entering the ravine. Okay. Beware of the rocks. Good to know. How you doing, Manny? I haven't seen you around. Here or PO side. You've been in the Patastic area though, right? I think so. I was lurking there the other day. Yeah, 3 years, 4 months, 29 days. Look at that. Now that makes me feel old as a streamer. God, this area does not look nice. This area looks like the game has been feeling lately. That it's, with the level designs, it's trying to be more Dark Souls 2-y. I don't like that. Early level design in this game, mwah, chef's kiss. Krot was great. Old Krot was great, I forget what it was called. Last couple of areas I've been through, I don't know, they gave it to the intern, or the old jaded person, I can't tell which. Somebody who either didn't know what they were doing, or specifically wanted to watch the world burn. You've been busy? Yeah, life's been very busy. I hope it's been good busy for the most part anyway. And not like a lot of negative stressors. There's been a lot of things going on. But no worries here. You could be gone for 4 more years and then show up in 2028 to say hi again, and I'd still be happy to see you. Zombie lady was trying to hit me with a crowbar. That's a new one. Bags of bodies, all right. This seems to be a decent weapon for these zombies because they don't take much to take them down. It's probably, I'm assuming this is slashing damage and they're probably weak to that. I mean, their gimmick is if you don't continue to hit them fast enough, they regain health pretty quickly. So that could be a downside to this weapon, but it does so much damage that it's pretty much just getting rid of them. I guess I'll see you again in 2028. Well, I wasn't saying that was the favorable situation. I do miss you when you're not around, Manny. We've talked about you a couple times. But if that is the next time I see you, I'll still be happy to see you. That was my point. I mean, we just had, we had Archie Drive come in here the other day. You know Archie, right? Archie had been away for so long that he hadn't even seen... He never saw the original live 2D for me. The Eccentropy 1.0 one. He never saw it. Like last time he was here, I was a cam streamer. Special resistance ampule. What am I doing here? I guess I can attack these and then kind of make the jump. Jumping in these games is so awkward. I mean, unless we're talking Elden Ring. Even in Elden Ring, it was a little awkward sometimes. You been keeping in touch with Archie? That's cool. Yeah, Archie hadn't been here in a few years, I think. But he came by and we were happy to see him the other day. Had a good talk. It's cool to catch up with people too if they haven't been around for a while. Because then you can be like, oh yeah, all of these crazy things happened. Would you believe? Also, I get a neat little like bragging point. Because it's like good timing that we just passed 1,000 followers on here, so I could be like, hey, look what I achieved! Look what I achieved since last time we saw each other. Isn't that cool? I'm still really excited about that. I almost feel bad because when I actually passed 1,000, like on the stream where I passed 1,000, I didn't react that heavily to it. Because even though I knew it was coming, it was like something that had been on my mind for such a long time, for like years, that actually hitting it felt surreal. I was like, I don't know how to process this. Did it really happen? I know for some people get explosions and they hit that value in a week or a couple of weeks. And it doesn't mean as much to them, but I don't know. I like this community a lot. I like how I've grown this community. I feel like an explosion community is cool to look at numbers, but like here we've had the time to like slow burn into friendships with a bunch of people over time. Like, missing the slow chat opportunity with everybody is not how I would have wanted this to go. Oh, you're gonna spit, huh? I kind of wanted you to come get me. I think this weapon is gonna... Man, what do I do here? I think I can do this. Okay, that's vertical enough. This is kind of a swingy weapon. I'm like he was standing next to the explosive barrel. I can do this with you because you're being slow. Yeah, enjoy that. I never understand why those little buzzsaw type sounds play when I'm about to do a critical hit, but I kind of like them. Bye. Oh god, that's actual ground down there? Oh no, it's water. Okay. We go in strength? We're actually not. I do not have the build for this thing. Are you pretty familiar with Lies of P? I mean, you are. Yeah, you came in here even during Lies of P. You know my build. I am currently 40 technique, 8 motivity. So, not exactly built for this weapon. I've just been doing this area with it. I don't know if I'm gonna respec. I was probably gonna respec if this weapon convinced me that respeccing would be cool. But I'm not sure I'm like sold enough on this weapon to do a respec. We'll see. We'll see. I'm probably gonna go back to the pokey stick. Oh god. I knew I heard something. I guess I'm kinda happy it's just rolling balls. Could have been a lot worse. Oh, they put an item right... Oh, that's mean. Okay, hold on. Yep. Alright, grab the item. And skedaddle. That's mean. They want you to go over there and get knocked off. Oh, they're also gonna put a butterfly here? Okay. Yeah, man, for some reason, like, the level design in these last, like, three major areas, I think they handed it off to some Dark Souls 2 developers. I swear. It's, you've changed, Liza P. You've changed. What is all this? This isn't the cool Victorian neat wrapping level design that that I grew to love. This is how do we make an area This is how do I make an area as trolly as possible, even if it doesn't make logical sense. Where are all these boulders coming from? Infinite number of boulders? That one sent me flying. It landed, stopped moving, and then, like, started to pick up movement, you know, as they do. It sent me flying when it was moving like 2 miles an hour. And at an odd angle, just so that I would go off the cliff. You didn't even know this game was a Souls-like? Yeah. Tis. It's generally fairly Bloodborne-like. Get hit, get hit, get hit. Okay, fine. Don't get hit. See if I care. Like, see, these look like they're balls of, I guess, like, discarded puppets, because that's what this area is about. But how are there just an infinite number of them rolling around? And what's it dropping from like it's a factory? Alright, let's go. And of course they're like, let's put butterflies along here too to distract you even further. Okay, we got our souls back, our ergo back. Oh good, they put an item right there. Grab it. Ugh. Wait, I died from that? What? Okay, fine. They put the items there because they know that when you get an item in this game, like they took away the Dark Souls speedrunner thing, right? Where you can run over an item and grab it while you run. In this, you got your character slows down to a walk and does a little like pickup animation. So you can't speed through the boulder area. I'm gonna have a sip of my drink. Why have we entered Trollsville? What is this, Liza P? Who hurt you? Who hurt you to make you this way? They gave the pre-Puppet King portion of the game to one group of people, and the post-Puppet King version to another group of people. And Group B were the underperformers. Alright, come here, come here, come here. run. I kind of wish I could just fight the Puppet King again. He was really cool. He's in an unfortunately awkward spot where if I started a new game just to fight him again, it would take a while to get back. But that was a really cool fight. The Black Rabbit Brotherhood one wasn't too bad either. I kind of liked those bosses. Victor didn't impress me too much. Probably my favorite boss so far has been Puppet King. God, they give you very little time to run across there. God, they positioned this so awkwardly. I bet I can jump that, but I bet it's gonna be very tight. Let's see. Yep. Where were those when I was looking down here? Okay, we're fine. Where's the other direction though? Where do we want to go? Is it down here? No, that's just a pit. Oh, maybe we want to drop over there. Okay, maybe I went the wrong direction. Is there like a nice soft drop over here, or? I feel like I'm gonna take a decent amount of fall damage dropping from up here. Oh, don't land on me. There's gonna be a butterfly. Why would you do this? Do you take damage from the ball? Of course you don't. Of course you don't. And you're gonna go that way. Alright, I'm gonna die here, but at least I got the butterfly. Oh! That was enough? That little space? Okay. I'll take it. They saw Blighttown and Sen's Fortress and said, hey, let's combine these. Yeah, really. They're like, all those rolling balls that kill you so easily, let's make sure they're also positioned so that they knock you off ledges. Just in case they don't kill you. Come on. It is nice having a weapon that hits this hard. I'm just not sure that it's convinced me to respec. I know I'm gonna miss the damage. As soon as I equip back, it takes me right back to my save, right? Yeah. As soon as I put the rapier back on, I'm gonna miss the damage of this one. Oh my Lanta. Hi. Okay, we got a rad bear. What were those called in Fallout? Yaogwai? Is that it? Got like a Yaogwai here. Come at me. Come at me a little bit slower. I take a minute to wind up. There we go. Yagwai, are you immune to the bear traps, or can you step in those? Off with his head. Okay, he could step in them, that's nice. Now what do we have here? Arch Disruption cartridge. Is it as good as my Lada though? No, it's not as good as my Lada. It is, however, significantly lighter. 7.5 versus 11.7. Disruption resistance is up. Of course. But it's not enough to justify the rest of this, no. Not even close. Unless we got something that's really throwing disruption out at us. Because I think disruption is like the death of this game, right? It's like the death blight. If you get hit with disruption, you're gone. You're done. I heard you. Another Dark Souls 2 move. They're like, put somebody behind the wall and have them positioned to just push you off of a cliff. But at least they gave us a nice sound indicator. Dark Souls 2 wouldn't always do that. I'm getting a lot of these like fancy chests around this area. City long spear blade and city long spear handle. Interesting. Pole arm. Oh, it's it's a broken street sign. Interesting. It's a stabby. I'm really not that into like the spear attacks. I don't know where I stand on that. I'm like trying to formulate my thoughts about like fighting with a broken street sign. Is it a cool aesthetic? I don't know. Also, is down there Ford? I can't tell. I don't think so. Can't see under myself well, but I think we can get over there. Yeah, no, I think that's where we came in. Okay. I think that's the tree that had the sign on that said beware the rocks when you go into the ravine or whatever. I think we want to go this way. I assume that the weird magpie monster. What the heck? Whoa, 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 whoa. That didn't make any sense as a jump. You turned so much in the air. What the heck? I thought this was like a monkey at first, but I think it's just like a Pinocchio-esque doll. Okay, you're gonna be like awkwardly out of reach of this thing's slow attacks, aren't you? Okay, there's one. It's one of the toy man's toys. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be good to fight with this weapon. I mean, this weapon definitely has a lot of stagger potential, which isn't surprising. If it didn't, that'd be pretty disappointing. Nice big heavy weapon. But doesn't match the playstyle that I was going for. I definitely feel like I'd need way more stamina if I wanted to really play with this thing. Alright. Round 2, weird monkey thing. Ugh. Whoa! Dizzying. It's a Horaloo-esque grab you got there. Okay, you gotta stop that. You got me with that? What is this magnetizing you're doing? Stop. What is this magnetizing? Hey, Cookie, how you doing? Good to see you. Carcass body fluid bottle. Lovely. It's just what I always wanted. You just celebrated your son's first birthday? That is awesome. Is that your first son? First kid? That's a milestone right there. For both the kid and for you. Especially if it's a first kid getting through that first year. That's big. Okay, camera. Don't meme me. I saw him. Don't try to make me blind for a second, camera. Do we want to go down or around first or up? Maybe up. I think this is gonna take me to the cannon, right? I don't see myself needing to go back down there, but I guess if I do, it'd be nice to not have the cannon there anymore. There we go. Oh, and we got an alternative ladder over here. Okay. Okay, so that's gotta be the proceeding point. I want to go down. Let's just drop over here, I guess. You can't be hiding items from me down here, guys. I like items. Don't hide them from me. I'm not sure why that barrel went off. Unfortunate for you. Worked out just fine for me, though. Is this supposed to count as a shortcut? I guess it kind of does. I'm not sure this was really much shorter than running from my previous bonfire, though. I guess I can, like, get out here and fight the other... Did I kill both puppets of the future? I guess I did. Did I? Or was the other one back in the other area? Man, now I gotta go investigate. I don't really remember taking out the second. Oh, I guess I kind of do. Yeah. They both dead? Okay. I feel like this is a very not useful shortcut then, but that's okay. I've opened it. Still satisfying. Free up the map. I guess if I have some reason to want to explore these areas later, it'll be nice to be able to move around more freely. I think there's still a purple butterfly somewhere down there that I didn't get first time through. So what do you guys think about Twitch chat's tendency to lie? Since we're talking about lies of P here. Azrael Dude says, Ricky, have you ever lied? And I ask this because every time I play any Souls game on stream, except maybe Dark Souls 3 because I'm so good at it and people don't really feel the need to jump in. But every time I play Souls games, there's always somebody. Oh god.
Whoa! An earthquake! That came from the direction of Krot Central Station. Oh, this could be bad, pal. Really, really bad.
Okay. What I was gonna say is there's always people in the chat who look at every single thing that people struggle with in the game and they're like, I beat that my first try. I beat that like my second try. Oh, this like really hard thing that people get stuck on for hours took me maybe 10-15 minutes. You know, killed me a couple times, but I'm okay. And like it tends to make me feel on a lot of these things that even if I'm self-imposing some like handicaps, right, that I'm like, man, maybe I'm not that great at these games, but it's always, yeah, it's the unrecorded experiences. But then when I go and I watch streamers play the same games I played, including streamers who are like out there as some of the best at this or that, like world record holder people, I see them get stuck at some of the bosses that I did for much longer than me. All the time. Like I watched Little Aggie, who I've mentioned a couple times, record holder for Sekiro stuff, and a bunch of things for, like, he's a challenge streamer for Elden Ring, etc, etc. He was playing Dark Souls 3 item and weapon and enemy randomizer poorly translated version, basically like I was. And he got stuck on Midir, randomized into the Dragon Slayer armors area for like days. And he got stuck on Frida for hours and hours. And she showed up earlier for him than she did for me. He got stuck on Demon Princes for a little while. And my Demon Princes were Gale. His were earlier. Like, I just crushed everything. And now, granted, this is Dark Souls 3. This is a game that is probably one of the few that I can say that I'm just like... I've played it so many times that Dark Souls 3 is just kind of solved for me. Oh, I thought you were Alidoro, but you're not. You're like Walmart Alidoro.
There must be some way to open this. Alidoro would know.
Alidoro would know. Oh. Azrael says, well, I don't compare speedrunners with normal playthrough, but I get it. Well, yeah, it's speedrunner, but it's also like challenge player. Like, this is a guy who's like, he played Sekiro blindfolded. He's done like everybody's Millennia thing. He's done like boss rushes and all kinds of handicap stuff. I don't know. So it's like Twitch chat as an entity seems to be on average superstars at all the games. And in an unrecorded way, and like to tell the streamers about it. And then all like the big streamers out there struggle on bosses more than I do. And so I'm like, man, these chatters need to start up a YouTube or a Twitch channel, huh? And impress everybody with how good they are. Hey, Walmart Alidoro, how you doing?
Hey, are you a treasure hunter too? Strange to me, someone in my line of work. I know how this looks, but I'm not a thief or anything. I am on a serious expedition.
How does this look? We're just out in the middle of nowhere.
A treasure hunter.
We're in a
named
junkyard.
Alidoro, would you? I'm a big
Is that where
fan.
most people find thieves?
I plan my expeditions to follow Alidoro's traces, but this lock has me at a dead end, and I so wanted to explore the Hermit's Cave. All I can do is keep plugging away. If you come back by, say hello. Maybe I'll get this place open. Life is short, and life in Krat is shorter. I reckon I should cherish what time I've got. All I can do is keep plugging away.
What time you've got?
If you come back by, say hello. Maybe I'll get this place open.
Step back or talk? Step back is just the option
Life
for
is short. All I can
for
do
leaving. Azrael says, I mean, I can be one of those, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, it's just funny. It's like Aggie has been doing this challenge run for months. Like four months, maybe longer. And for a while, in like the last portion of 2023, every single stream he did, which was often because he's a full-time streamer, he's a big one, was just attempt after attempt after attempt to play Elden Ring randomized, items and enemies randomized, and do it no hit, right? Because nobody's ever done that in a recorded fashion before. Because typically no hit, you spend a lot of your time planning who you're going to go up against next, because you know, okay, I'm going to go fight Margit, or I'm going to go fight Godric or something, and you can plan your form of attack. In a randomizer, you don't know who's going to show up in the arena. You just have to be good enough. You need to have some things in play that you can work with, and you need to be good enough to go up against whatever comes at you. And he's gotten real close a couple times. His PB, I think, is Godfrey. he got hit on Godfrey toward the end of the game. And not Horalu, but Godfrey, so he was technically like 3 bosses away. Horalu, Radagon, and Elden Beast, or their respective replacements in the randomizer. It was a Deathrite bird, which has the unfortunate attack that's like based on a compass instead of like your positioning. It shoots out like north, south, east, and west. So you like gotta pay attention to the compass and move in like the very short time that you have. It's a stupid attack. So that hit him. And he's done that twice. He's actually gotten to Godfrey twice and got hit on Godfrey twice. And I'm talking about the equivalent, not Godfrey himself, because it's always been randomized. But man, every single time, like for months and months and months, people come into chat and they're like, oh, I actually beat this the other day. It was tough, but I did this challenge. I beat it. And they're always saying that, and they never sound like they're trying to troll. But it's never been recorded as being done before, and this is an expert. This is an Elden Ring expert here who's been practicing it for months and months and can no-hit most of the stuff in the game. He's done no-hits of the game multiple times. He speedrun the game. He can finish the game in 4 to 5 hours most of the time, if he's just doing like normal speedrun stuff. Easily, not like a challenge to do it in that time. But chat just likes to come in and tell him how they've beaten this challenge he's been struggling on for months. I'm like, yeah, frickin' right. Okay. You guys, they must think he's pretty dumb. All right, let's see. About Alidoro.
You never heard of Alidoro?
I have. I didn't say I didn't hear about him. I just said about.
And unlike a lot of the riffraff in Krot, he's not a thief. He's a pro who excavates antiquities methodically. And professionalism is important when you're talking about Ergo. Just mention Ergo, and everyone cares about the history behind the ruins. That's why Alidoro has the reputation he does. The quality of his information, and the condition of the antiquities. I know there are rumors about Alidoro lately, but I know...
Mm-hmm. This guy's definitely just a fanboy. Ezreal says that's how a 2K chat behave, Ricky. The more there, the more there are, the more of a hive mind they become. And I'm in one of those types of chats. I mean, when you first met me, Azrael dude, I assume you saw me first on the Genie side, right? Before you saw me here. But I was a mod for a community of that size. Two communities of that size, in fact, Meowko and Patastic P. So I know. I was a very active mod, so I had to pay attention to those chats for a long time. I'm ready. I mean, I can deal with a chat like that just fine. You hear the way I sass you guys when you try to pull things with me? That same sass would get thrown at 2,000 people. I don't care. Ruru says, I totally have beaten Elden Ring randomizer no hit. Well, I believe you've done it, of course. I mean, I was your first to delete message on the accident. You weren't actually my first. I mean, you were my first accidental ban, I think. Actually, no, I did accidentally ban somebody in Genie's chat one time for like a second. But then they got unbanned. A lot of the mods did that there. And on Meowko's, it happened there as well. Because both chats had times where they were just like speeding and somebody needed to be banned quickly. And then like you'd go to click on the ban thing by their name and chat moves and it bans the next one. That's a frequent thing for mods to do. That's why I was so frustrated when I found out like the bug that was introduced with like the shared ban information. Because I'm like, oh no, that's got to be creating havoc all around the site. And then a lot of times that's going to be pretty bad because communication isn't always possible. Like somebody gets accidentally banned from a big streamer's chat who shares ban information with multiple other big streamers. Like, good luck. Good luck getting all that communicated out so that you can talk there. You just type it in Haruru. Yeah, but sometimes that's not viable on the bigger channels. Especially if the people have like a name that's hard to see too. You gotta like figure out their name. I mean, you can at them if you've caught it quick enough, but sometimes when it's moving fast, like these channels have gotten slower now because it's post-COVID. 2020 was a huge boom, but sometimes Genie's chat would be flying. We're actually in the major slow months right now. It always slows down right at the beginning of the year until like late March, early April. For some reason, it's just always a slow point on Twitch. Like, this is the first time in a long while that I have not broken 2 digits in streaming. I think it's been nearly a year since I have managed to stream for several hours without breaking 2 digits. But we were sitting here at 4 viewers for a while tonight, and now 8 for a while. I'll be real, I'm probably not going to go too much longer if we remain with not too many people in here, since this is just a bonus stream anyway. But yeah, it gets real slow like this early in the year for some reason. I actually really don't know the reasons. I'm sure some people have probably figured it out, or at least like come up with some pretty good theories. But like first couple of months, it's just like way down. I mean, maybe like part of it. And Manny, what you're saying, people like me, I'm gonna cut down on my screen time and that only lasts a few months. Yeah, the New Year's resolutions probably got a lot of people out of the house more. Like some people are probably like, I need to watch less Twitch. I need to do less social media. I need to go out more often. I need to exercise more often. I need to be productive on this or that more often. Because definitely like as the year goes on, views climb. And then like during the holiday season stuff, like toward the end of the year, Halloween and Christmas, and November as well is like pretty good. Those are all huge. So I guess maybe like people watch a ton of it toward the end of the year, and there's like burnout of watching it, and then there's New Year's resolutions and all that stuff. So maybe that's what it is. But yeah, I gotta remind myself every year, because like I don't care about the numbers that much, but I am trying to grow, you know, as a channel. And I'm very transparent with you guys, so I like to talk to you guys about if I'm thinking about these things too. It's kind of a little tough sometimes to look over after streaming for several hours and see 8 viewers. When like during the holiday times, I was having averages throughout like 30-day periods that were climbing over the 20 people mark. It's a little tough to go from like 24, 25, over 30 people watching to a single digit for like hours. But that's just what happens with these months. You know, it's the ebb and flow of Twitch. It's part of being a content creator, is having to be able to accept the times where people aren't watching. I'm sure it gets a little rough on those people, though, who are relying on this for their income during these months. I guess they gotta plan for it, huh? Like, they gotta really, like, go hard during the holiday times and then plan for a couple of dry spells. Because it was happening to the big streamers as well. It's not just small streamers. Like, I've been talking about Little Aggie a lot. During the holidays, he was averaging over 4,000 people, but he had times where he was 5,000, 7,000 people watching, and then he had, like, almost equal numbers of people watching on YouTube as well, because he was broadcasting to both. Right now, he's hitting just a little over 2,000 people, usually, on his streams, and it has gone down even below that. So it hits the big streamers as well, getting, like, you know, between half and a third of his normal view count, which I guess is about the same as me right now, right? I'm at 9 currently. Being somewhere between, like, 18... 25 is around like what I was doing around the holidays, so this is somewhere between like half and a third as well. It's just how it be. Also, Feb, you know what happening mid-Feb? Oh, what, you mean when I'm gonna be out of state, Azrael dude? Seeing my girlfriend? Why, what's happening mid-Feb? Is there something I should be aware of when I'm seeing my girlfriend in mid-February? Oh, I'm sorry, Manny. I just read your message after saying that stuff. Oh boy. I both like and hate the fact that the hair physics in this game is good enough that when the wind is blowing heavy and my character has this hair, he's got the annoying strands in his face. Like, a lot of games choose to not do that. A lot of games keep hair together, or like they're just anime enough that they're like, yeah, the strands like gracefully stay out of your face. No, he's got that annoying like hair that while the wind is blowing, you'd be trying to like brush it off your nose. Like it's tickling your face a little bit and getting stuck on the glasses there, and you're just like, stop it. I'm trying to talk to this guy. He's got that going on. I like it and I hate it. Uru says it's also a surprise stream, so probably a lot of regulars don't know you're online right now. That's possible, although I did announce it in multiple places. It's still like a lot of people don't pay attention. But additionally, like our last stream yesterday, yesterday was really low too. Not this low, but yesterday I think we averaged around 14 people. And I haven't had any average under 18 for a little while on an individual stream. But again, you know, I'm not complaining. It's just the way it is. I just like to talk to you guys about this because I think, like, I personally found it interesting, and I still find it interesting, to learn some of, like, the behind-the-scenes stuff about content creation. That's why I was talking about, like, if I was gonna hang out with a celebrity for the day, I'd probably pick somebody who's somewhere close to my profession but has been doing it for a really long time, like Markiplier or something like that, just to pick their brains on experience. And like some of the takeaways they have, because I find that sort of thing fascinating. That's why sometimes I'll pull up like my analytics, or like even talk about money from Twitch, or like the ad thing that I brought up some time back and stuff like that, because I like to be transparent about it. It's a whole machine. It's kind of interesting to learn how it works. And it's an important note for anybody else. I know we got some streamers in here as well. For people who want to do this full time, to realize which months tend to be more quiet, both for like their mental health of being like, okay, this isn't me, everybody's having quiet streams, but also, you know, for planning financially, if you're trying to like live off of streaming. It's kind of a cool thing to know. Palmarum, hello, how you doing? Let's ask about these recent Alidoro rumors, huh?
The rumors? Well, for starters, they're nonsense. Alidoro is the last person you'd suspect of crimes like fraud and theft and assault. It's crazy. I've even seen a wanted poster of him.
Really?
Those alchemists must be behind it. Those guys act like they own the ruins, and they don't want treasure hunters to earn an honest living. I mean, come on.
I'd like a
We're
cookie.
talking about the
Palmarum.
Alidoro who saved all those lives in the workshop tower rubble. So, no, I don't believe a word of it. Ugh, would you get a load of this? I grabbed it as a souvenir, but it's just malicious propaganda. You take it.
Wanted, Alidoro. A con man who calls himself a treasure hunter, wears a hound mask, charged with fraud, impersonation, theft, assault, and other serious crimes. He's very good at demoting me, Daddy. So watch out.
Life is short, and life in Krat, all I can do is keep...
About the discovered treasure.
My treasure? Well, this is what I've got so far. It's a cryptic vessel. A sort of cipher device, but I don't know how it works. I don't want to throw it away. I think it's a clue to
How
some
do you know it's a
stolen
cipher
goods.
if you don't know how it works?
I found it between the corpses of two thieves who died fighting over it. You know what they
Both
say,
of them died
no
fighting
honor
over it?
among thieves. But I can't make heads or tails of it. If you want it, it's yours.
Old cryptic vessel. Okay. Let's read about that too. An encrypted storage device in the shape of a metal cylinder. Vanini might be able to decode this device if you ask him. The storage devices that hide secrets using encryptions were popular among the Krat upper class. Naturally, the decoding devices targeting the rest of the population were also popular, but most have been destroyed. Okay, thank you, I guess. What's your name?
Life is short, and
Just Hugo, okay. Thank you, Huggo. Hugo? Hugo Huggo man. Thank you. Big Preesh. I guess we should probably spend some of our ergo, huh? I haven't really felt under-leveled in a long time, but I've been walking around with a lot of it. Santry's notebook. XX/XX. Why in the world is that thing even here in Krat? I thought they were joking when the city dispatched me to catch the monster. I figured it was probably a broken puppet or a bear with the petrification disease. That green thing is huge! What on earth did it eat in the swamp to grow so big? I don't think it's the waste problem. I've observed it. It obsessively protects its nest and likes to bring its toys there. The puppets' bodies aren't used just as toys. This thing sucks ergo from scraps puppets before playing with what's left. Well then what do you mean, what did it eat? Oh, it's obviously feasting on ergo. Feeds on ergo and that's why it grows so big. What is your last page then, you idiot? This whole area is a feast for it. I need to report this. Blasted bastards, screw you all. I think that green guy was made by the alchemist for sure, or he's their mistake. How else can they ignore our backup requests like this? They're always like this. If something is unfavorable, they just ignore it. Why did they send us? Are we prey, not hunters? That guy is watching us more and more. He definitely knows we're here. He's looking at us like we're toys. Guard post captured soon. Lost control of Ballista. Impossible to take back. I ask for forgiveness for all of the sins of my life. The angel will guide us. Okay. Some creepy big green thing. The swamp monster. Collecting puppets like toys. Sucking ergo. I'm a real boy, though. I'm not afraid of getting sucked. I guess we can go back and spend our ergo first, though, huh? Wouldn't it be kind of like a nasty thing if they made it so that the boss was stronger the more ergo you were carrying on you? Because it could just, like, draw power from it. That'd be a little rough. Hey, you got anything smart to say now?
I get the puppets. What is
Nope. You're still just as lost. You're still just as lost. Let's go grab our gold coin fruit. Grazie. And we got a fancy Vanini box, yeah. Vanini's Paninis. Let's see, who wanted us? Oh, the cipher is for here too. Interesting. Is that a you thing or is that a Vanini
I
thing?
know my way around a weapon.
You know your way around a weapon. I'm swapping back to the rapier. We had our fun.
Isn't this a cryptic vessel?
What? They're just that's its proper name.
Less from you.
Isn't this a cryptic
What
vessel?
I mean, of course, is that this is a humble invention of mine. A cipher device. Once your information is locked in here, only you can get it out. Of course, once people realize the value of a truly unbreakable way to keep secrets, knockoffs flood the market. The trials and travails of true genius, forever copied, never credited. But I admit, even some of these knockoffs could still hold secrets.
This guy's suffering from
You're
the
welcome to take a
AI
crack
cipher
at,
devices.
Well, cracking it. Who knows? It could lead you to something truly valuable. Or at least more practical.
Alright, let me decipher it.
There you are. Now, just leave this to me.
I thought I was taking a crack at it. What is all...
Done.
Like...
You will find Vanini always seeks to rise to the challenge
What the heck?
at hand.
Man, this, like... Okay, game is going downhill, guys. Game is going downhill. I'm gonna be honest. Victor, unimpressive boss. Last couple of areas I have played through, horrible design. The last riddle that the guy gave me was like the easiest ever, and then he's like, "All right, I've got some final like secret challenge puzzle for you. You gotta go diddle the fingers on the cold lady." It was literally, I just had to interact with the statue twice and it solved it. One statue that was just in the next room, and now they're like, ooh, take a chance at cracking this almost uncrackable thing, this cipher. I'm like, ooh, do I get a little puzzle here? He's just like, all right, I did it, here you go. Like, what? And then we have like the Lady Belle who's like, suffice to say, I can get out of here on my own if you clear the path for me. I'm like, how is that on your own? Like all the dialogue is starting to make no sense. All the dialogue's starting to make no sense and the areas are getting sloppy. What's going on? What happened, game? Did you only have enough time to polish the first part, or like Is this just a little slump in the middle? Like, what's going on here? Is Endgame gonna be good? Old cryptic vessel description. Orders. An old shack in the tomb slums in Malum district. Look for the bleak tree and laundry line and enter the shack next to them. Alright. And it shows an exact picture of the area that I have to go to. Wow. So difficult. Actually, that was like page 1 of 3, right? Let's see. Appendix. An agreement is attached for mutual trust. I kept hiding the stolen goods in the barren swamp and realized something. I'm never gonna return if I keep going to the swamp. All I've known is the life of a thief, but I don't wanna die now. So we're returning to our sweet home. If the Black Rabbit Brotherhood is making trouble, we were technically before them in the Malum district. In the slums, you follow the slum rules. First, bring the stolen goods to our old base. We may be dumb, but we're loyal, unlike the rich. Here's to a lifelong friendship. Alright. Wiki, the game is a lie. Is that what it is? The game, like, lured me in under false pretenses? They made the beginning really good, and then, like, it just becomes junk slowly over time? That's the lie? Azrael says, here's the thing, you took a while to play again, so maybe you're losing interest as you progress. No, I don't think so. I never really lost any interest in playing more of this game. I just took a pause for some other things, because I only have so many streams, you know? I had to play a little bit of Pal World while it was new to test it out. But I've been itching to get back into this, and I want to see content of it and stuff. And I haven't been playing this game nearly as long as I was playing, like, Elden Ring. And I was saying earlier this stream, I think this game's probably better than Elden Ring. I think genuinely, right now... But Melon, happy Lunar New Year! I was just talking about the fact that, Lies of P is a little, it's going through a cruddy phase. It's going through a genuinely poorly built phase of the game. Things seem to be especially badly translated. Yeah, I guess Vanini just lied to me about how impossible that thing was. He was like, why don't you take a crack at this almost impossible puzzle? And then in the next line, he's like, all right, hand that over. Done. Easy. I cracked it, no problem. You didn't have to take a chance at anything. I just did it for you. The areas have been built like a lazy Dark Souls 2 developer. I don't know what's going on. It's a little frustrating. It hasn't been difficult. But like Victor, the last boss too, was just like a Bane zombie. There've been really cool boss designs before him. I need to get like through this part of the game. I'm assuming probably what it is just like sort of a mid-game slump. I've played a bunch of games that were like that before. That's what I'm gonna hope for. Here you go. I got this fancy Vanini collection. You doing anything special today, Mutt Melon, or did you already? I know it's still early for you.
Master Vanini's collection box. You are indeed,
yes, indeedy.
Full of surprises, sir. Patrons of prestige can always count on seeing a bit more than the average customer. I am talking about you, sir. Shall we pay a visit to the House of Vanini's private preserve?
Yes, sir. The next boss might pick it up again. I hope so. Like I said, I'm making fun of it a lot right now, but this sort of thing, like in the middle, for it to have some section that's probably the one where people go through it for a little bit and they're like, ugh, this part. Whenever they replay it, is like, ugh, this part that I have to get through to get back to the good stuff. That's been in a lot of games I've played throughout my life. I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt and assume that's probably what's going on here. But it's just, it's funny how many wombo combos we've had of it tonight. Had a morning walk with the dog for about 10 clicks. That's nice. Refresh yourself early morning. Good, the weather's right for it. A pistol rock drill blade and pistol rock drill handle. Interesting. We also have a destruction grindstone. Increases weapon stagger attack. Ooh. Ooh. Satisfaction grindstone. Weapons critical rate? I didn't even know there were criticals in this game, to be honest. Stagger attack. Now, does this mean that I would stagger more often, or does this just mean it temporarily increases the damage that I do when I do that attack after somebody is staggered? I'm not sure. We also have the arc space armor liner. Just genuinely better than what I currently have equipped. Transformation gives me more advance, and blue guardianship amulet. The girl from the Monad family felt the puppet's pain and it made her sad. She made a special amulet to help the dying puppet recover. It's a FAP ring. That's just straight up a FAP ring. I'll take that. Like Dark Souls favor and protection, guys. Favor and protection, FAP. The favor and protection rings, it does, like, because it increases my stats, because it increases my maximum amount of HP, stamina, and legion, like favor and protection did. F8 is FAP, so it's the favor and protection, guys. Come on. I'm gonna put on my FAP. And this. Slightly heavy. That's fine. Some acronyms work against it. Alright. As bad as the Coom Chalice in Bloodborne. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright. So we probably have the best Legion arm for us. I don't know, the Aegis thing just sounds weird. You can block enemy attacks with your left arm, but does it like require you to use Legion to do that? That seems like it would be not very good. We do have counter charge, guard parry, and guard attack upgrades to it. Increase explosion range. Quick one-time shot is available after firing. I can do a shot while dodging? Okay. This is the splooge one. I don't think I really want that one. This is the weird landmine one. And this is my fire weapon. Puppet string, I can do like Spider-Man moves with it. If I upgrade it. That one's cool. But I'm kind of feeling like my best bet is probably still like the gun arm that I have. We have a lot of Legion caliber, so I think I'll just do this. There we go. Strongest Legion arm. Hey, I got an achievement. Nice. How you like me now, Vanini?
I hear there is a new guest at the hotel, and that you had a little something to do with that.
Wow, who, Bell? Yeah.
I just find saving people is its own reward.
Oh, do you?
Don't need the money.
When have you saved
Even
people, huh?
strangers. Everyone deserves some help now and then. If we who live through times like this Don't live the best lives we can. Dishonor the memories of all we have lost. Honoring the lost is why I do what I do. In a way, I envy the dead. They don't have to know what it's like to remember that they're gone.
Sure.
And
What does
here
that
I go
even mean?
again. Blah, 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 and who cares, huh? Now, let's get out there and save my... that is, our city.
Alright, what do you have new to say about the Grand Covenant?
The Grand Covenant. You're not asking much, are you? Very well. Geppetto himself created it, and God help me, I made it work. It's in every puppet, a sort of conscience. And in theory, it should have prevented anything like the puppet frenzy ever happening. It's because we don't truly understand ergo, at least
Well, I
that's
let
my
my
view.
conscience be my guide.
Sometimes ergo-driven puppets gain
Always.
what we call awakened egos. Individuality, more or less. Which is a dangerous thing if someone's not ready to handle it. Though that is rare. Or used to be. Hence, the Grand Covenant. Humanity's safety net. But it did not work. The puppet frenzy happened anyway. And I still don't know how. So,
You got
the King of Puppets, how did he get around the Covenant, I wonder?
you guys were trying to prevent
Used
something
ergo
like the puppet
wavelengths,
frenzy?
but what did he do to their consciences?
Does that mean you
However, it's
understand
a
why the
different
puppet
story
frenzy
when a single
happened?
puppet cracks the safety device of so many puppets. Does the Grand Covenant break when their ego awakens? Or did someone cause the frenzy after lifting the Grand Covenant?
Azrael, dude.
If it's the former, the King of Puppets
I am
is the
aware of
culprit.
Aboba.
If it's the latter, the King of Puppets is a means to an end. I am but a simple...
Oh, come on, you say so
brilliant
much.
genius and a man about town. I do not pretend to be otherwise.
Simple, brilliant
That is why I'm
genius.
asking
Yeah,
you to
yeah.
solve this. Everything depends on what you do now and your choices. I always welcome...
Okay, okay. I'm just a simple, brilliant genius. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You want a boba, Azrael, dude?
Whatever choice you make.
I could activate a boba. We got plenty of 7 TV slots.
People have no idea.
Okay, she's got nothing new to say. Let's go upstairs and use our quartz. I think we got 2. And 2 is what I need to unlock that perfect guard thing, which would be real nice to have before the next boss. And by the way, Haruru, why do you think I'm gonna forget to use my Legion arm? I shoot this thing off. I don't use it during bosses very heavily because they're usually kind of fast, but for like ad clears I do.
Much beyond. Ask me about it.
Oh, I don't need to talk to you to do this. The one I really want is... But you know what I mean? I don't know what you mean, Azrael, dude. You just used a 7 TV that we already have. You gotta give me a little bit more than that. Amulet slots, I really want that one, especially now that we've gotten more amulets, but I gotta fill this up. Let's see. Increased pulse sales was just like an easy go-to. Consumable effect duration, throwable. I'm not really interested in those things, or coin fruit. Yeah, none of those things interest me that much. Charge Legion when eliminating an enemy. Could be cool. Perfect Guard, Fable Charge Enhance. Charges Fable when a Perfect Guard's successful. That might be nice just because I'm trying to do Perfect Guards. I don't know what while reviving means. Charge Legion when eliminating an enemy. Something's gotta look a little nicer to me, right? Something's gotta look real tasty. Increase Fable Art's effect duration would be great for the sword that we were using. Enhance Fable Art's attack could be nice if I'm going to continue using this rapier. You can use it against bosses now since you can dodge shoot, but I still think you'll forget. It's probably gonna be a little bit of work for me to get used to trying to use the shoot while dodging, especially because I'm trying to do more blocking than dodging, but I'll try to do it. Okay, now where's my Charged Legion on Perfect Guards? Where was that? Or Fable, excuse me, Fable. Let's do that. Okay, there we go. Perfect Guard causes stiffness. Break the enemy stance when a Perfect Guard is successful. Nice. I wanted that. But instead of a pog face, it's just two. Oh, you want that one. You want that one. I recall that one. I see.
Whatever choice.
How much does it take to level me up right now? 11? I can probably get 2 levels. I could probably do it. That's probably 2 levels right there. Let's up my capacity a little bit more. I feel like capacity is really good in this game. Like it's really worth the spending. Because in general it just seems like you get a lot of armor pieces that are just straight up 100% improvements over what you previously had regularly, but they're heavier. Yeah, capacity in this game is like how much weight you can carry without being like over encumbered essentially in combat. And they regularly just give you better versions of things, but the big negative of them is that they're heavier. And there's some like real heavy but good amulets as well. And technically you could have 2 weapons equipped if you had enough weight capacity on you, so like I kind of want to make sure that I've got enough of that I can keep upgrading. Okay, back to Barren Swamp Bridge. I'm just doing a quick hover over of here to see. Okay, there's nobody else waiting on me. Yep. Once in a while, there's somebody who wants to talk to me somewhere, so I like to look over that screen for a second. Let me get my stretch and hydrate in before I go further here. Water time. Thank you, Azrael Dude. And now, are we going to be coming to a boss? Let us see. Is it boss time yet, or still some ways to go? Yeah, it's boss time. Right here. Okay. Man, I sort of wish I had a little warm-up with the rapier first. Maybe I ought to switch back to the other weapon, because I haven't been using the rapier. What does this do damage-wise? 186 plus 84 versus 277 plus 114. I guess we'll try with the rapier first. Oh, that's not quite what I was expecting. Couple little mandibles. Oh god, it's a heartless. Ew. Your little proboscis looks not safe for work, sir. Green monster of the swamp. I was trying to guard that, but it's hard to figure out the timing. Okay, the guard timings are a little awkward on it. Ooh, a decay boss. Okay. Ooh, that was a heavy hit. I thought I'd be able to survive that hit. Okay, we got like a weird crab. Like what is this? It's got like a lot of pieces of different things. It's got the eyes like a crab. I don't know what the proboscis mouth would be like. Welcome to the quote-unquote hardest boss of the game, or at least a lot of people struggle here. Interesting. I bet it's got 2 health bars then, because I was actually doing a lot of damage to it with the rapier, but shouldn't really be the case. Oh, who is that? Who's that distracting me from the boss? Is that Camo Yuki? Hello, Yuki. How you doing? He's definitely a magnetizer. He's also got a tall boss problem. He's got the tall boss problem where if you're close enough to block him, he stands on his hind legs and you can't see his tails too well. Yuki, thank you for the tier 1. I appreciate that. Continuing the sub gift from Leo. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday, I think. Unless it's Saturday for you already, but happy weekend. Twitch threatened me into sharing the sub anniversary. That's fair. Oh, you didn't go far enough to hit me, huh? Interesting. Okay, I'm decaying. The decay is kind of sucky. Especially because that's going to prevent my rallying, I think. He's definitely a magnetizer, too. Yeah, there we go. Second health bar. I knew it. I was like, it's too squishy. What do you got? Is this gonna become a duo fight now? Ooh. Oh no, he's got armor. Ew. Oh boy. Puppet devouring green monster. I think the green monster's devouring the puppet. Oh wait, you got like the... I recognize that movement pattern. What is that? That's like the police robots, or police puppets attacks. Was that police puppet attacks? I believe that was the police puppet early on that had the spinny slams. He had the same stance as the police puppet too. That guy was actually a little tough in his own right, for early on anyway. I was so low. I must have gotten decayed already. I gotta keep one eye on my health a little bit more here, I think. If he decays me quickly. What do I got equipped right now? A shock cartridge? I'm sure I have probably a decay one that would be better for this. Do I not? Oh, disruption, shock, break. Okay, so decay actually isn't even one of these resistances. Interesting. Is that going to be one of these? Acid. Acid is the decay one, right? I think so. So we're currently using a fire protecting one. Corrosion here might be the way to go. Plus 102 resistance to that. Of course, if he does have, like, if this is actually, like, police puppet that he equips as the second part, then he might have some electricity elements too. Okay, there we go. That was a pretty good phase one. What you doing? Going kind of nuts. Okay. All right. Nice. That was pretty clean, I gotta say. I had to go quiet mode.
I knew you'd do it.
I had to go hard.
Finally, the last hero weapon is in
That
my
was pretty
hands.
clean. The last hero weapon's in your hands. Nice. You know what? That was a fun fight. That was a fun fight. I felt that that one was tough, so I had to pull out all the moves. I was doing perfect guards. I was doing bloodborne dodges. I used my gun arm. I used my fable arts. I used a lot of my heals. I feel good about that. That was a cool fight. I think you were right, Haru. That revived a little bit of my positive feelings for the game right there, I think. Alright, hi. Are you like, I get to take all the treasure from here now that I beat the boss?
I knew you'd do it. I had a feeling you'd be the perfect bait. I got what I wanted thanks to you. The last hero weapon is finally in my hands. I knew where it was, but I didn't dare lay my hands on it. The swamp is too dangerous. Someday soon, you'll see. You have my thanks. And you've earned a nickname. Alidoro's best bait. See you at the hotel.
I don't want that. I don't want that nickname. Can you phrase it differently at least? I don't want to be Alidoro's best bait. That sounds...
Thank you for your hard work. Alidoro's best
Don't
bait.
say it after hard work.
Let's go back to the hotel and celebrate the spoils of
Come
the
on,
hunt.
man. You know, you better believe best baiting is hard work. Okay, this is just the path forward. I need to at least grab this. It's right there, taunting me. Acid canister. Yeah, I mean, not to pat myself on the back too much, but there's not even a lot of viewers here to have seen it, so I gotta give myself the credit on that one. I felt like that was a really clean fight. We had a really good phase 1. Lots of really good perfect guards. Just wait until he calls you a master. Yeah. Oh god, Antonia has something else for me to talk to her about. That might not be good. Since we cured the petrification disease. She was probably gonna be like, I'm dying, and I want to give you this before I die. Your birth certificate, I'm your mother. Am I right, Antonia? Am I right?
Come here, child. This is my first chance to get a proper look at you. It's a shame my illness kept me from seeing such a handsome gentleman.
I'm over here.
Oh, to be young again. You are responsible for this miracle. You have no idea how much it means to me.
Okay, so you're still doing all right.
I feel a little lightheaded, but I feel the vigor I thought I'd lost forever. Thank you. If
You're
Card
welcome.
ever holds a proper ball again, I hope you'll ask me for a dance.
Oh, am I gonna play for you? Alright. You've inspired a tune from me. Apparently. Do you like how I tickle the keys? How I titillate A minor? You didn't even turn to face me while I played? That's kind of rude. Just busy staring at that picture of yourself. The Ergo whispered.
People have no idea. Thanks for keeping me.
Okay, well that's it. It was just a little session we shared together. That's fine. Who else had something to say to me? Did you, Bloof?
Whatever choice you make.
Nope. It was... I see, Alidoro's here.
No! Can it be? It can! Are you hurt anywhere? Ha! You never fail to surprise me, compagno.
Compagno.
Now, allow me to return the surprise. This little wonder creates a lead-acid battery in a flash. The golden ergo is the purest form of power we can use, and it's nearly perfect. We could power a city block with this. You see, the alchemists ordered transportation from me, powered by this. I'm not sure, but maybe it's still in their underground base. Just one problem with the base. I don't know exactly where it is.
Well, I've been invited
Exactly either. I had to
to
just
their
hand
island.
it over immediately after the launching ceremony. After all, I am the prince of the Krat social scene, and I surrendered to their mysticism. There, it's done. Now take it. A secret alchemist's underground lair. That sounds like something Antonia might well have heard of. You'd better ask her about it.
Okay. Golden lead acid
I
battery.
always welcome friends.
Okay. Gonna talk to Antonia again. You still have
By the
nothing
way,
new, right? Oh, you
Do you
do.
remember when I mentioned my partner? I got a distress signal from him. His last location was Krot Central Station. But my gear won't protect me from the petrification disease there.
That might not be good. There was an
Can you find
explosion
him for me?
sound there.
I'll make it worth your while.
I'll do it.
Thanks. My partner's name is Atkinson. I
Atkinson's
think he
dead,
was trying to
probably.
secure an escape route. Look for him around Krot Central Station.
Okay, we'll do.
I think he was trying to secure...
See, they don't always highlight everybody who has something to say to you. It's a little odd. Hello, Allie.
I found the last treasure thanks to you. The saber. A precious artifact from overseas. It'll always remind me
Saber?
of the rascal
I
who
barely
stole
knew
it,
her.
Then fell into the nest. I tried to save him, but I failed. Let the punishment fit the crime, I say. And in a twist of fate, you must become the weapon's true owner.
Yeah.
A great weapon calls for a great warrior.
About the wanted poster.
What's this? A poster singing my praises? Oh dear, your practical jokes go too far.
Uh-huh.
Let me explain. There is an unscrupulous reporter called Medoro, and he's the epitome of yellow journalism, and he only writes favorable articles if you bribe him. One time, I didn't give him a certain antique he wanted, and he slandered me, just like this. What has this world come to? Even noble explorers searching for true history get lambasted for all to see.
It's your first time on Twitter,
The scrap
Alidora?
paper is powerless as there's no authority to pay the reward. You can keep it as a souvenir. A great weapon calls...
Okay. Whatever. You're kind of obvious, but I'll continue playing along. Puppet devouring green hunters ergo can create the ghost walk amulet. Fury attack dodge available. What the hell does that mean? The sentries feared the ghostly movements of the green monster of the swamp. One of the sentries miraculously managed to put the monster's information in an amulet, but he also disappeared. Okay. And 2 Dragon's Sword. Deals AoE damage to enemies in front of you. Interesting. A precious sword that was at the Grand Exhibition Gallery. They say it was the saber of a commander from a quiet eastern land. The sea remembers the vow of the warrior, the general who rose up with the dragon to protect the people, claimed a lonely victory in dozens of wars. I'll have to think about that. It's the other weapon everyone uses? That's not surprising. Other besides what? The rapier? Does everybody actually go with the rapier? Did I choose an everybody weapon? The scythe. Oh, okay. I have not played with the scythe, so I can still consider myself cool. Alright, well, you know what? It is a very, very quiet Twitch night. This was a bonus stream. We just defeated a cool boss. I'm very tired. A lot of people are missing the Lies of P gameplay tonight, so I think we're gonna end it. Keep it a little bit of a shorter stream tonight and allow me to go get some rest. But thank you guys for watching. The few of you who have been here tonight got some exclusive content. And for you VOD watchers, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it after the fact as well. I am going to be back on Sunday for some Kingdom 2 Crowns with Pio Estera. We're going to do our part 2 and probably die in Kingdom 2 Crowns, but it'll still be fun to see. Yeah, I think because we don't have too many people here, I'll probably just call it without a raid tonight. But I will see you all then, and that's going to be our last stream until we have, like, until we come back from the little break that I'm going on, so let's have a good one. Rest well, everybody. Thank you for being here. Muttmelon, always good to see you. Yuki, Haruru, I hope you had a good time. Void, I hope you enjoyed it as well. Anybody else who's hanging around in the shadows, I appreciate you. I'll see you on Sunday. Possibly even tomorrow, but I doubt it. I don't think I want to do 4 nights of streaming in a row when my Sunday is a collab. You know, I don't want to be burnt out. But I've been enjoying streaming a lot lately, so you never know. I might be back tomorrow. But I'll definitely see you Sunday. Take care, everybody. Have a good night. And bye-bye.